So you mentioned the app too, Chris. I want to talk about this. You've got an app. What was the name of it, and how can people find this?
We're working on rebranding. Honestly, it's called Bum Fitness right now.
Okay.
But I want to make it a little bit more of a broad name rather than just like my name. Mm-hmm. So right now you can just go to cbumfitness.com and it's all there. But we're launching like a new version of it. It's in beta right now. We have a few people testing it out.
Okay.
So it's just literally my workouts. What I do is put up on one section. It's called Olympia Off Season or Olympia Prep, depending where I'm at. And then you can literally just follow along whatever my workouts are. It tracks your weights, everything, sets, reps, everything. You can go back and see what we've done on every exercise. Mm-hmm. And then we're working on nutrition going into it and stuff too, but just a few things rolling out, but excited.
You've had this a couple of years, right?
It's been around for a while, yeah. But it's been a headache. Finding business people to work with is hard. We tried to go overseas and find people to develop it and all around and nothing. So we found someone here, luckily, who's our partner in it, and he's helping us with it, just kind of expand it into what we want it to be because it was a little too simple before. Yeah. But yeah, it's been around for like 2 years, but we're rebranding it and relaunching it like a new version of it.
So for the people that might be watching this in a month or 2's time, when is your launch date? I'm guessing it's going to be a couple of months before the Olympia so people can get involved with that?
It'll probably be well before that, honestly.
Oh, right, okay.
It'll be the summer, yeah.
Oh, nice, okay.
It should be done beta testing in like a month or so, and then fine-tuning just the aesthetics of it, and it'll be good to go. So.
Yeah. And there's another thing, I have another chance to tell you, kind of way off the point here, but welcome to a podcast with me.
Yep.
Congratulations, my friend, on the engagement.
Thank you, sir.
Courtney is one of my favorite pros.
Yep.
She is someone I've traveled the world with. We've shared many wins on stage together in the Asian Grand Prix, Korea, and many other Olympias. And you guys met, when was that? When would you guys
2018.
2018.
Yeah, right after the 2018 Olympia.
Yeah, right after my last Olympia win.
Yep.
Have you guys been together since before your reign, or did you meet after you'd won?
Before. Yeah.
Yes.
She's been with me for every Olympia win.
Yeah. So that's the same thing for me and Ali.
Really?
I have not lost a show since I've been with Ali.
Really?
Yeah. Is that the same thing with you guys?
Yeah.
Look, Courtney. You got the magic, girl.
She does.
Whatever you're doing, she's great. Bro.
She's the best. She's a huge reason for my mental stability and success, for sure. Yeah, being able to come home to that rock and just her always there for me, and talk about never changing. Like with someone like as like genuine as her, who like sees me for who I am and loves me for that, rather than any of the other bullshit. And like I know that truly, like you with your family and your friends and your close circle, like. How can you change when those people who are so important to you love you for you? You're not going to become someone different because of some exterior bullshit.
Yeah, that just shows, that sentence right there just shows who you are down to the T, because you have, a lot of people that would love to put a notch on their bedpost to say that they've been with Chris, and when you meet somebody, I mean, we've both kind of lived a life prior to our girls, right? We went to college, I played rugby, you've done your own thing. But then when you meet somebody that kind of brings the best out of you,
Yeah.
And I can see that's with you guys, because you are just a tremendous power couple. She is just a ball of energy and life, and I've never seen her in a bad mood. I'm sure you have, but
Usually my fault, but
but I've never seen her in a bad mood. She's always somebody that, wherever I am around the world. Last time I seen her, actually, was in Steve's. Shout out to Steve Weinberger. We were in Bev's. That's the last time we seen each other.
That's been a while ago.
Yeah, that's the last time. I haven't.
Passing at the Olympia, I'm sure.
I don't think I did. No. I mean, you know what it's like. It's so chaotic. I'm being pulled one way. And
you're always in your suit doing fancy stuff now, so.
Well, you're always on stage doing fancy stuff too, winning and taking titles.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen her at the Olympia, because of course, if I did, I would remember, because she always beelines to me before I see her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. But again, that's something I read, and I was thinking, hold on, let me do the math here. And it's the same as my Ali, that you've won everything since you got together. You've not lost a single show. That's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible. I go with Ali, and I think the first show I won was the Olympia, and then we just went on and done everything together.
So you met right before your first Olympia win?
Yeah, I think it actually was the British Grand Prix we met together. We went and done the same first show. She was doing the finals in school.
Oh, really?
And she brought all her books with her. We were in Manchester, and I remember us having this like loft apartment where I was prepping. she's tanning me up and tan went all over her school papers and everything else. So I try to explain that when she goes back to school.
Yeah.
What is this? But yeah, so it was a nice correlation for us to know that. I mean, we've got fantastic girls, and we've got a great story with where we've come from to where we are. And she's actually moved her life to be with you in Florida, right?
Yeah, and she almost moved to Canada.
Really?
With me too. Yeah, we were going to settle down in Canada at one point until the business stuff kind of came up and the opportunity. And she's like, hey, let's run it with it. Let's go to Florida and try that. And she's been by my side through all we've gone through. So, yeah. And
you've gone through quite a lot, because I know that you've been open and honest about this. You've talked about your health and your struggles with, the mental aspect of things too. What would you say has been the hardest for you, health or the anxiety that is brought on with living the life you live in? Or are they both two monsters?
I would probably say health. Health, and then my anxiety that comes along with my health.
Okay.
Like, so all that ties into that for sure. But also, like, what happened to me in 2018 is the reason why I am successful today. I believe that truly. Like, I was like scared for my like health at one point. Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to live a normal life after, or let alone be able to bodybuild still. So, like, I feel like sometimes I'm like living on borrowed time almost. Like, I'm just lucky to be here, and it makes me really enjoy where I'm at. And it forced me to kind of get out of my head of like the fear of my control. So, like, I have an autoimmune disorder, which can be like anything can happen. You could be doing the best you can, and it can just hit you. So you have to relinquish control of the things that are unknown, and that's a huge part of bodybuilding if you can get that down. What work can you put in that's in your control, and what can you let go of that's just going to happen? And being able to create that mindset over the years and understand that has helped me a lot with my anxiety around fear, but also my enjoyment, presence, and gratitude for bodybuilding, also allowing me to put out like more effort into it and actually enjoy it. So I think it's been a huge reason why. I mean, how many people do you know who like win an Olympia, get to the top of the sport, become famous, business, whatever, to top, and then gone?
How many people do I know?
Yeah. Or like stories you hear, whatever. Most people climb up to the top and they're gone. The hard shit is winning 7 times in a row.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
You get there, you're driven, you're like, it's exciting. Then you get there and you're like, I got to do it again and again and again. And keeping the mindset driven and focused and not letting the pressure get to you or change the system or anything. Keep doing it, the hardest part of it.
It's reinventing your why, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do every single year.
So what was your beginning why? What was your end why?
You want me to go for everyone? I can tell you, no problem if you want.
Sure.
And then I want to know yours. First one was winning it.
Yep.
To prove everybody right or prove everybody wrong. That told me I couldn't. The second one was defending it because there was a couple of people that were missing the first time. So then I had to kind of solidify it. The third year was the 50th year. So that was the year I had mad hell of stomach issues. Literally, before I even went on stage, I was throwing up. I couldn't condense my abs. I could open up, but I couldn't squeeze down. And that's the year that Eduardo brought his best package in, and both of us were fighting it out. I mean, if I had lost that year, I would have lost to the better guy. But thankfully for me, it's a 2-day show.
Yeah.
So the first day I was struggling. The second day we got everything down pat, and I looked incredible compared to the next day. Fourth year was we found out Ali was pregnant. Fifth year was I wanted to bring my daughter up on stage. This is my screensaver.
Yeah.
I wanted that iconic shot. And then the 6th year was going to be it. And that's the year Dallas died.
Yep.
Right before the show. So we had to go through that stage, and to be honest, mate, I didn't know if I was ever going to come back after that year. I went through my own, emotions, and obviously Matt knows more than anybody. This is one of the reasons why I'm super close with Matt, because we were close, but we got closer.
Yeah.
And it was probably until FIBO that I made the decision, which is May. So it was like Dallas passed away in September. May was when I made the decision. Up until that point, I was just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I would go to the gym, just get upset and all this. And the 7th year, I said to myself, this is it. This is going to be my year, and I'm going out in a bang, and it's going to be the best condition ever. And of course, that was the year they were hyping up Derek. They were hyping up many other athletes. And I turned up and bowed out on top.
Yeah.
Sailed into the sunset. But I reinvented my why every single year. And one of the different things that I wish I'd done more of, which you have talked about more than anything else, is the anxiety that came with it. I didn't realize how bad my anxiety was up until I retired. And I battled with that more than any other thing. But I just suppressed it. I thought, this is just nerves. But it was anxiety. It ruined me. I would stress out about missing meals, which then triggered anxiety.
Yeah.
All these different things compounded. Thank you for watching this segment. Check out the full interview on iTunes, Spotify, or YouTube. Help us by subscribing, leave a like, comment, or a positive review. Click this to see what YouTube recommends, and this to see the full interview. See you on the next one. Out.